Silence is golden but chat is better. Who's ready to talk? Enterprise is now live streaming Star Citizen 48 Ptu New Ship Loadouts. Request 4 drums Elgato AMD Red Square Fuels Any VKB. Buts. Yo 07. We're here. Command module is working on the Caterpillar from what I've heard. I've seen videos of it working on the cat. Yeah, I saw someone using the command module today, looked cool. 48 just onto right. Moist pine cones, yeah, wave 1. Once the ironclad drops, I'll start playing again in earnest. It's been a few months. Very excited. Hio.
All right, I'm here. I'm here. Hold on. Hold on. Are all the streams still running? I got a weird error message just now. Is everything okay? I think it is. I think we're okay. Let's go. Hey. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. I see you. You see me?
Enterprise
We good?
stream makes for a good day.
Oh, okay. You do see me. You do hear me. All right, good. Let's do this. When the streamer hits way harder than the chat does. That's the analogy. Normally I start slow and we talk and blah, 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 but I was like, I'm just going to come over here and look, I messed up the bass drum pad. See this? This pad is breaking again. I wish Roland would start manufacturing these actual bass drum pads. It is an absolute shame that Roland makes a bass drum product. This kick drum pad costs $1,000. And they don't even sell the official replacement pads that go on it. I dare you. I dare you to go online and look for Roland KD22 pad replacements and find me any that are official by the company and not these third-party knockoff ones that keep breaking. I didn't mean to start with negativity. Sorry about that. I have to keep replacing them with these shitty ones that break every like 2-3 weeks. It's very annoying. But I'm going to stop dwelling on that, and I need anyone who is here to flood the chat with anything positive in their life. Like, tell me anything that is good, because holy shit, I need that. All right? I'm going to go back to the desk. What you got for me? Stop rocking so hard then. That's pretty funny. Hey, Mel, I'm excited for you. You got into Star Citizen 2 days ago. I've got 5 years on you. So don't be afraid to ask me those questions, all right? I'll help you out. Hanadini says, my son just turned 6 months today. Oh, that's cool. That's real cool. Thanks for sharing that. That last track is called On and On by Sub Focus that I just played. You can always do exclamation song in my chat whenever you want to know what the song is that we are listening to. In fact, I'm going to share the playlist right now that I'm listening to in case anyone likes drum and bass. I'll share that. Hold on. Let me put it here. This is my workout drum and bass playlist. Yeah. Your brother, in response to give me something positive, said a proton. Thank you, Bill Nye. I remember that class too. You'll fit in just fine here. Is the Hull C still broken? I don't have a Hull C, so I can't tell you. What cam was broken? No! No! Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We pause this. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. I know you're afraid right now. I know you're afraid because you can't see me. I know you're afraid. Just take a breath. Just breathe in. Breathe out. And look at see. Now, what's weird about that is that I just ensured that camera was functioning before the show began, and then it went down. So you want to know what the lesson is there? The lesson is simple. No matter how incredible the webcam you're using is, it can still just stop working because of Windows and all the complications that go with USB devices. If you need a capture, a camera, a game, whatever, to always work, you need a real camera and a capture card that uses PCIe lanes inside your computer. The chance of the PCIe capture card malfunctioning is significantly lower than any USB plug-in device. I suggest the Elgato Facecam Pro. That capture card's got, what, 4 inputs in it? I use the Elgato 4K Pro for my game capture. And you can use code Enterprise for all of that Elgato goodness. Wink. Thanks. Ask me questions if you got them. All right? There we go. Question about the Hull C. I have no idea if the Hull C is still working. Little hiccup. Don't worry about it. That small hiccup is the very first time I use the RAM buffer for the day to make a clip. Now it's clear. I don't know why. I keep forgetting I need to make a clip during the starting soon screen, and then it won't do that during the actual broadcast. Hey, can we talk about how effing incredible yesterday was? Oh my God. Yeah, look, we got over 135 subscriptions yesterday. Only like 20 of those were legitimate, actual individual subs. The rest were all gifted subscriptions. The most profitable day in weeks for me here in this job in terms of Twitch sub revenue. So for all of you who were here yesterday, thank you for that. You have no idea how important those moments are, not just for me financially living in Brooklyn, New York, which is not cheap, but also for me emotionally and mentally, because it's really easy to start to feel like a failure in this job. It's really easy. And I need those moments to keep it all afloat and to keep myself going and keep me motivated. Because whenever you work for yourself, you need that extra push, that extra jab to like continue working towards everything and continue going for all of it. You know what I mean? So I really appreciate all of you for yesterday. Thank you. Thank you. Mel says, I don't think anyone is doing Star Citizen streams like you. That's a fact. There's no one else in the world that mixes Star Citizen and live drums and keys in a room like this. That's a fact. But that does not mean that my show is inherently better than anyone else's show or inherently more popular. It just means I am different. And if you happen to like music and space games and sci-fi, then I'm your choice, right? But ultimately, all that stuff is unimportant, you know? The biggest streamers in the world are a person with one camera and a computer. Shroud, Ninja, Tim the Tatman, Pokimane. The list goes on and on and on and on, right? So it's important for me to remember that all that stuff is extra, you know? I'm glad you like it. I like it. But ultimately, it's about our connection back and forth, you know? So I appreciate you being here, and I hope today is even a fraction of yesterday, because yesterday was the highlight. All right. We're not going to get a stream as good as yesterday, probably for the rest of this month and maybe even next month. But you got to get those. You have to have those moments to keep the dream alive. It's like when you're in a band, because I've been a performing artist playing in punk rock and ska bands since I was a teenager. And you have great shows playing to hundreds, if not thousands. And then you have shows playing to wait staff. You have shows with the greatest mix you've ever heard, where your drums sound amazing. And then you have shows where they're like, oh, you know, like it doesn't matter. You keep going. You keep going and you try to stay positive and you try to keep the train moving, you know? Yeah. Those drum sounds, huh? Oh, man. The celery, I think your caps lock is stuck. Might want to work on that. I'm just getting caught up in the chat. See if I missed anything. Magnus, I have not had any 30Ks since that one day right after the free fly ended. Are you looking forward to any new space games? Off the top of my head, there's only one. And it's called Squadron 42. Release date ? 2026. There's no follow-up there. Do you know when it's releasing? Does CIG know when it's releasing? Raz, type exclamation specs and all will be learned. You'll learn all about the machine that does this and the machine that runs Star Citizen. Am I going to stream DefenseCon? I mean, I stream Star Citizen basically 5 days a week, except for when the game is in a really bad place and I need to do something else. So I will probably be streaming the DefenseCon stuff. I don't necessarily tend to stream more or get more excited when CIG does these in-game events because they're all the same. They only exist for one reason: to get people to buy more ships with their real money. Now, I know that's how the game is funded. So yes, that's good. But I am, one, not on the payroll for Star Citizen. So I don't need to stream during those times to make money. You know what I mean? And two, I don't buy new ships in this game anymore. Every ship I have is gifted to me or loaned to me to use. Like, it's very, very few times over the past 4 years where I have actually purchased a ship with a credit card in this game. That payroll thing is a really good point. People think streamers like me are paid by CIG. We are not. If we were, you'd be able to tell, because we would be doing more things to incentivize you to sign up, you know? Like, yeah.
At 3RN4L_F1 reactivated the Prime sub. I need Squadron 42 to hurry up and release before I go insane.
Let's
What's
all...
up, Space Drummer Man?
Can we all celebrate this? Eternal Fire is the very first resubscription of the day, making you the first person to monetize today's show. Because after all, this is my job, and that's how we make it one. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel for 5 months. I really appreciate you. Crazy Killer says, yo, you've inspired me to start taking streaming seriously. Oh, awesome, man. Well, look, I got about 7 years or so of experience doing this, and I can share everything with you. Just ask me poignant, detailed questions, and I will bear it all. I don't gatekeep any of that stuff. Because look, it's all a crapshoot, and it's all luck anyway. So even if someone does tell you the keys to the castle for being a streamer that succeeds, it still might not work, you know? Someone's still going to click on your face and go, I don't like their voice, next. Or go, I don't like their face, next. And you can't control that shit. And that's for real. You know? Facts. All right, so we're going to be playing in the Star Citizen PTU for the beginning of today's stream, but I'm kind of hot. I mean, I'm temperature hot. I'm going to go turn the AC up by like 1-2 degrees. Okay? Now, exclamation beard in the chat to learn how I make the beard look like this. This is not natural, all right? I'm using some wizardry here, all right? But for real, I did make a 5-minute video last week going through the entire beard care process of mine. And I filmed the whole thing and I put it on all my socials. So if you want to check that out, well, like I said, exclamation beard in the chat if you are curious. What is PTU? It is a more closed version of this game that's not available to everybody. It's usually only available for people that work in the media like me, or the very most dedicated members of the community. And after it goes from PTU, it goes to the live build everyone can download. And there's also another version of the game. It's called Evocati. And that one I can't show you. Typically, that's kind of like the most closed private version. Then it goes to PTU, and then it goes to live build. And if you're watching on Twitch and type exclamation PTU FAQ, I have a whole breakdown for you that's from the CIG website that shows you how you can get involved with the PTU builds just by playing the game a lot. Do you have to spend a fortune on this game? No. $45 is the cheapest pledge as of right now. Let me double check that with you. Let's do this together. Let's do this together. So if we go to shop and we go to right there, right on top, 45 bucks, the new Aurora Mark II. Right there. Please use my affiliate link if you're going to do it because, well, you're talking to me, aren't you? Exclamation cheat code in the chat for the link and all those details. You can earn ships in-game just by playing the game. The only ships you cannot earn in-game are the ones that are brand new because CIG wants to incentivize you to buy them. You have to wait usually like 2 patch cycles for that ship to then go into the live build. I did not drink coffee today, so we're having G Fuel. Today's flavor is Hype Sauce. It's kind of a raspberry lemonade. You can use code Enterprise to save, and cheers to you. So who out there is already engaged in the new PTU? I'm curious. We're going to bring up the patch notes right now. Let's get these patch notes out right now and frame them up real good. All right, here we are. Wikipedia is the dev that writes these. He does a lot for CIG. He's also a musician. Check him out on Instagram. And sometimes Wikipedia is in our chat watching our show. Wikipedia could be here right now, and we wouldn't even know. Are you here? We don't know. All right, let's read these. Alpha Patch 4.8 has been released and now available to test on the PTU environment. The patch should now show version 4.8.0, PTU 117335560. Wave 1, that means it's the beginning of it. I'm going to scroll down. Testing feedback focus. Vehicle loadout recovery will not be enabled in tonight's build. Sadness. I was very much hoping to test that out first thing. Bummer. Okay. The second resub of the day.
Reggio02 has subbed for 9 months.
Hey, Red John. Red John, thank you for 9 months subscribed on the channel. As I said, you are the second person today to hit that resubscription, and I very much hope there are a bunch more ready to hit the button later on during the show today. I wonder who'll be the first new sub of the day. I don't know. But let's get back to this. So this is a bummer. I was really hoping to try out the new vehicle loadout recovery system. I want to know how much it's going to cost. I want to know how high of a percentage extra is saving your ship with custom modules versus getting the default version. Because if you didn't hear about this yesterday, the change here is simple. From the beginning of Star Citizen being a game we can all try until now, it has been, wait a minute, is that today's first brand new Prime sub?
Who took my pizza hat activated the Prime sub?
Hold on. Pizza hat, hold on. Who took my pizza hat? Huh? Sorry. I've been waiting to show you this hat. I got this Mario hat. So I've been waiting to show you. Annie got me this when we were at Mario Land in Florida last year. Yeah. Thank you, Pizza Hat. Appreciate you. Oh, you guys, I'm getting a call from Spam Risk. I'm going to put that to voicemail. That's going to voicemail for sure. 100%. Hold on one sec. I just need a little bit of management here. Someone can't take a joke. Every time you ever see me stop what I'm doing to like click something, it's because someone on TikTok is like being mean for like no reason. It's only that app. Other people are nice everywhere. Thank you, Twitch people, and thank you, YouTube people, for being just like nice people. Or you're also mean, but you're like, I don't want to talk to them, and you flick by. TikTok people are like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Is it a generational thing? I don't want to get into that. Hey, let's keep reading these. Like I was saying, the new 4.8 patch, the big thing for me was the new vehicle loadout recovery, because I'm very curious about this. Because up until now, when your ship explodes, it comes back with whatever version you most recently lowered into a hangar and came back. So if you have a Cuddy Black and you put new shields on it and then store the ship and then fly the ship and it blows up, it comes back with the modules and with the items you put in it. But that's not the way they want to do it moving forward. They want us to have to save a custom loadout on the ASOP terminal. And then when the ship is destroyed, decide to bring back the normal default version or the custom version. And they're going to spend a little bit more money, a little bit more credits to get that version. We don't really know how much it'll be yet. So I guess we got to wait. Again, let's keep going here. Tactical strike groups is the new thing for today. I don't know if these are only in Nyx or Pyro. Anyone know what system these new missions are in? The tactical strike groups. I don't know. And then here we have the return of an old event, Return of Xenothreat. So Xenothreat was a really big deal for this game back in 2020. I still remember playing the game with the Walkers of Sigma. They're a pretty large org in this game. And battling an Idris for the first time. That was back when the servers had what? 50 person capacity? Like now we have what? Over 500? And I remember that the game was an absolute slideshow, like way worse than normal, but it was still really, 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 really exciting to see the Idris for the first time and like to see all these ships flying around. It was a big deal for those of us invested in the game back in 2020. So the return of Xenothreat, I wonder what has changed about it. I'm very curious to know all about this. Some people on TikTok are talking about buying credits. Don't ever do that. Don't ever spend real money anywhere to get alpha UEC credits. That shit's all a scam, or they're taking advantage of you. It's really easy to make money in game right now. I would say the majority of the diehard community all has many, many millions, if not billions of credits, because we have not had a patch wipe since what? The beginning of the 2025 calendar year. Yeah. The strike groups are in Nyx, and Xenothreat is in Stanton. Thank you, chat, for explaining that to me. Appreciate it. Mr. Dealboy says, nice setup. Hey, I'm glad you like my place. I'll give you some looks around. Here's the desk. Everything here is very, very intentional. I have been playing with this kind of setup for about, 4 years? I would say now. Yeah, probably 4 years with this exact setup. And of course, there's a lot more in the room as well. I didn't know what you meant when you said setup, but here's a bit more of the vibes. Texas Rigo in the chat with a great question. With this new loadout system for ships, I wonder how much an Idris P owner will have to claim their ship with a borrowed railgun from the IM. That is a very specific question. Specifically about one of the biggest ships with one of the biggest weapons. I don't know. I don't know. Can someone speak to what command module means? What does that mean? It's kind of vague. Command module. The cockpit of the Caterpillar detaches. Wait, that's working? Why would Wikipedia not put that here? Why would he not say Caterpillar command module? Actually freaking works now. I know. Are you happy finally? Wikipedia, why you got to do me like this? Come on. Come on. That's all right, well, that's the first thing I give a shit about today. I'm being for real. That's the first thing that I want to check out. Yeah, before anything else. Yep. That's what we're going to do. All right, we're going to boot the game up right now. I don't even think I have a Caterpillar. Visor. I knew someone was going to say this. I thought I had a concert today. I put the wrong date in my calendar. The concert is tomorrow. I'm going to see Sepultura, who is their 80s thrash metal band. I don't particularly care that much for Sepultura. However, their drummer is Jason Nekrutman now. If you don't know that name and you're a drummer, Google him immediately. He's a prodigy. Dude is in his mid to late 20s. He's half the age of everyone in that band. And one of the greatest technical drummers on the planet right now. He got really famous online doing Buddy Rich era swing drumming. And he kind of parlayed from being a revival Buddy Rich style big band drummer to being a legit thrash and metal drummer. And I cannot wait to watch him shred tomorrow. Like, they did a live Whiplash concert in Manhattan a couple months ago that I'm still mad I missed. And Jason Nekrutman played the drums for it. They played the movie on the screen, sections of it, with a band and him playing note for note all the parts. Yeah. Epic. Yeah, I can show the studio visor. So here's, all the cams. I'm still waiting for shaders to optimize, so I'll just do the camera tour. It's going to kind of run through them. Every 10 seconds, it'll automatically switch to one of them. First time chatter, Prevox loves the Alt-H, take your helmet off and put it on your side command. Oh yeah, man, that was a big feature of the last patch for me. Honestly. Eternal Fire says, what's your opinion on the Drumeo video where Chad Smith plays 30 Seconds to Mars? Oh, I mean, I love every video of Chad Smith playing drums. He's been one of my drum idols since I was a little kid, and I'm still beyond excited that I got to play not one, not two, but 3 shows with Chad Smith on stage in a band called Outer National last year. I was playing keys, he was playing drums. We were doing a record release for an album he recorded in 2012 that never was released. So it was finally released, and we got together to do kind of a reunion for the album release. You can do exclamation Chad Smith in my Twitch chat to watch one of the music videos from that event. It's us on a flatbed trailer driving all over Manhattan, performing on the flatbed truck using portable battery generators. No permits. Full guerrilla style, playing in traffic with one of the greatest rock drummers alive in our time. It is still a highlight of my career, and I'm delighted that it happened. And emotionally, I got to go to his house in the Hamptons to rehearse, and Taylor Hawkins' entire family was there. And then I got to go to Chad's house in Los Angeles to rehearse and like casually look at all of his like Grammys and MTV Video Music Awards and like not be weird about it. That was hard for me. It was really hard to not be weird about that. You know? The whole time I was like, be chill, be relaxed. Okay, we're in the game now. Let's talk about this little UPC code in the corner. If you have this here and you don't want it, it's easy to get rid of. You go to the options, you go to graphics, and you go all the way to the bottom. Session, information, QR code, put it to no. And there you go. It's gone. All right. So we're going to hop right into Arena Commander, make sure my controllers are working. If I had a Caterpillar, I would call it right now, but I don't have a Caterpillar, so we're going to go buy one first thing. That's like the first thing we're going to do is buy a Caterpillar. We are in the 4.8 PTU right now. Let's see if they loaned me one. Did they? No. We'll just fly the weird Gatak Sulin for a second. Oh, I didn't change my audio output. I have to like my computer is on the right audio output, but I have to open the actual like application for it and go to the SPDIF. It always goes to here. It never stays on that. Even though I've hit save, I don't know why. My old system didn't have to do this, but the new one, I do now. All right, let's see. Right stick. Yeah. Right stick, good. Left stick, good. Pedals. Uh-huh. Weapons. Oh, it looks like my selfie cam and... Oh, wait. Maybe my foot pedals are not working. Hold on. No, my foot pedals are working, but I'm not getting... Oh, there we go. Haha. It was just being kind of strange. Now it's working. Rear view camera. Yeah. Sweet. And we're good. This is the Gatak Sulin. If you don't know the ship, it looks like this. I like the way the missiles come flying out of these little, like, portholes here. Isn't that cool? And when you close them, they literally close. Like, look at that animation. Look how detailed that is. They open up and they close. Like, the detail in this game is just beyond the detail in any other video game ever. Like, it's still extraordinary from a game technology standpoint. All right. Just getting caught up in the chat right now. Brink of Existence says, I can see why you dislike TikTok chat. I don't dislike. Well, there's just, because of the way you scroll on that app and find random people who would never want to watch my show end up there. If you end up watching my show on YouTube or Twitch, you were here because you either specifically were looking for me or you were at least looking for Star Citizen content. But on TikTok, you can just be flipping by trying to find, I don't know, prank videos or whatever. And then you might come across me and be like, this guy is an idiot or something. I don't know. Let's load my face. Boom. That's my face. Buster the Destroyer is the streamer who made this for me, because I'm kind of bad at all these sliders, but she's very good at it. I mean, this face looks a lot like me. Okay, so I kind of want to start in the Nix system so we can try out the tactical strike groups thing. That seems like the right move, right? But I need a group, though. I probably can't do it alone. It's like... hold on one sec. Do I need to ban some people on TikTok right now? Can you guys be chill over there? Don't make me turn the stream around. I'll do it. I will do it. Toss salad. Are you talking about me? I'm just gonna block you. I don't care. Look, if they have a problem with me, they'll come find me somewhere else. Or they'll, you know, here's the thing. If you work in online entertainment and someone rubs you the wrong way, they are probably never going to be someone that becomes a supporter of you, either emotionally or monetarily. So just ignore, block, ban, move on. Why is this the thing? Hold on. Why is this a thing right now? Man, again, I don't understand. Why is everyone such an asshole on TikTok? What is the deal? You make me not want to stream on that app. Like, why do you have to be like that? Why do you have to wake up and choose to be negative and choose to be rude and choose to be mean? What benefit to society does that have? None. None.
C-Corv activated the Prime sub.
C-Corv.
Recently swapped over to Linux, but now I've finally gotten around to installing Star Citizen. Gonna take a bit though, my Wi-Fi is slow www lol, so it'll definitely be here for a couple hours. I have nothing better to do.
C-Corv, thank you very much for 4 months subscribed to the channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. Crash says, what's about this loadout stuff? Yeah, so one of the standout features of 4.8 PTU is supposed to be new saved loadouts for ships. However, that is not part of this Wave 1. Sadly. Sadly, Wave 1 is not doing that, at least not right now. It's the first thing it says on the patch notes. And the game just crashed trying to load into the PTU. What happened? Tried to load up 4.8 PTU. LOL. Submit. Let's try again, I guess. Why are there so many assholes on my TikTok today? I don't get it. Why? Like, what could I possibly be doing to make your day so bad? Thank you, nice friends on the TikTok. Hey, all the nice people on TikTok who are curious about Star Citizen or me or my content, can you say hi? Just so I know that there's some nice people out there. Every day I consider stopping streaming on that platform. Every day. But you want to know why I don't? Because almost every day, one person from TikTok makes their way to Twitch and hits subscribe. And that's one person that I would never had met otherwise. I would have never seen you. You would have never become part of my show and this job. And that's why I do it. Because look, I play a small niche game. 5,000 people on the entire planet are watching this game's content right now. That's not much. Out of the billions of people, only 5,000 are watching this game. That means there's only 5,000 people in the world right now on Twitch who could possibly like me or watch me or support me. That's not cool. Come on. Hold on. You guys got to be, I need to deputize another moderator. I need to deputize another moderator for TikTok. That's all I can do. Who out there is a supporter of me and my show that would like to be deputized today? Because it's becoming an issue now. It's becoming a problem. It's dragging me down. It's putting me in a bad state of mind, and I can't do my job with that. Also, the game crashed 3 times. This is my 3rd time trying to get into the PTU. I'm about ready to just give up. We're going to find out if it works this time. The 3rd new subscriber of the day, everybody. Joe Schmo Hot Potato Pro.
Hot Tub Pro activated the Prime sub.
Joe Schmo Hot Tub Pro. Great name. Thank you. Beautiful. Welcome to the show. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Tell us about your name. I want to know. Gambler Crazy says, Ender, don't try to enter the caterpillar through the cargo module. I got stuck between the door and an invisible wall. Good to know. I've been stuck between many walls in this game over the years, and it will continue to happen. Hey! Third time's a charm. We made it into the game. Let's celebrate that. All right. Is there a ship store here at Nick's? I think there is, right? I want to go buy a caterpillar. My biggest wall with this game is my frame rate. I mean, you're not wrong there. The biggest advantage the biggest thing you can do to help your frame rate is 32 gigs of RAM and a higher end CPU. The 9800X 3D by AMD being the best choice on the market right now. Oh yeah, Teaches is here. I totally forget. Like, I used to go to Teaches a lot back when Levski was in Stanton. Who remembers that, huh? Remember when Levski was in Stanton? Hey, buddy. Is that backpack for me? Oh, new armor. 404 edition. Sweet. They couldn't get the matching backpack, though. Get it? Wink. Oh my god, the frame rate is really, really bad. Yo. The frame rate is really, really bad. Oh. Oh. My eyes, I'm sorry. My eyes are being assaulted right now. What's our frames? 30, 29. All right. Which elevator do I go up? I'm looking at the sign. So it looks like 1 is Teaches. I'm on 1, aren't I? If I'm on 1, that would dictate that I'm already there.
What's good for you?
Oh, I'm at 0?
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking.
Can I just say that I hate these elevators. I hate these lifts.
Just another day then.
They're confusing. Like, look, I take elevators every day in my life. Like, I live in a commuter city. I live in New York City. I know how to take public transit. This shit is confusing. Wouldn't yellow highlight be where I am right now? Hangar lift. Okay. So it's in these. Got it. Access 2. There we go. Look, and the biggest takeaway there is I've spent very little time in the Nick system. And do you know why? Frankly, I'm pissed off that CIG even put Nix in the game at this point. Giving us a star system with no real planets is such a middle finger to the community who loves this game and has engaged with this game over the years. We waited so long to get Pyro, and we got it with all the planets. And then they were like, hey, here's Nix, and then there's nothing there. And they're slowly giving us more little things, but there's still no moons or planets. And it irritates me. And I think that's why I spend very little time in the Nix system. Does anyone else feel this way? Would anyone else care to share their opinion about this topic? Also, I want to say that any lore splaining by CIG to make it a story version as to why there are no planets here is bullshit. That's them trying to cover their own ass for not having the Genesis system ready yet. Absolutely. 1000%. I think they should not have released the Nyx system because the planets weren't ready. Yes, full stop. That is my absolute opinion. I don't think it makes the game look good to potential new players. Hey, is that a gift sub?
Emma Lost Soul gifted a sub.
I'm a lost soul. You are the first person today to gift a sub to the channel. We have had a Prime sub. We have had 2 new resubs. You are the first gifted sub. Thank you. Thank you. That's how I make this my job. Moments like that. Appreciate you. Very much. All right, so let's buy the Caterpillar. Who makes a Caterpillar? Drake. Oh, is there no Caterpillar for sale here? Oh, damn. Did I come to the system that doesn't have a Caterpillar for sale? And now I have to go all the way back to Stanton to buy one? Just so I can see the detachable command module? I set this as my home base. I set this as my home base, so there's no fast traveling. I'd have to delete the PTU account and recopy the PTU account. Well, let's just go all the way back to frickin' Stanton. No, we'll just fly and chat. We'll just fly and chat, all right? I mean, I can't do strike teams alone anyway. And to be honest, I despise playing in the PTU. Like, I only play in the PTU to check out new things, and then I want to be done. You know? Like, I have very little interest in trying to play the PTU. I have way too much baggage, you know, from it barely working. We'll just fly back. It'll give us something to do.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
What ship should we fly, chat? Give me suggestions. I do like the Shiv quite a bit. What's a ship with a lot of fuel and a great jump drive? Wait, why do I have a Hull C? That's a loner. I do not have a caterpillar. Oh, I forgot to copy my account over. I was like, why are some ships missing here? I'll just call it Polaris. Who cares? Paint job? Polaris paint job? Let's do that. Do we do the best in show, like bronze? Or the quasar, kind of like blue shiny? These paint jobs are not rendering very well at all. These paint jobs look terrible. In this screen, that is. It's like khaki or... I'm going to go with the bronze.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
How'd you get the info in the top right? This is an NVIDIA overlay. This is the NVIDIA overlay as part of the new NVIDIA app. The key command is left Alt R to bring that up on screen if you're using the NVIDIA app. You can decide how much info is there as well in your NVIDIA settings. You could have more info if you wanted.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
I disable everything else about the NVIDIA overlay. Everything else is turned off. The only thing that's turned on is that. The loadout insurance is not in the game yet. CIG stated that that wasn't available yet until the next patch. Maybe they're waiting until an update later on today or something. Drago says, I like your content and I moved from TikTok to get the full screen experience. Drago, thank you so much. You wouldn't be able to see all of this. And you wouldn't be able to see the full screen of the game either. So thanks for making that move from TikTok to Twitch. Who knows? Maybe next you'll subscribe. I don't know. We got to wait and see. But thank you. Joey Citrus says, anytime I Google a Star Citizen question about my joysticks, your shorts always show up and they're very helpful. Hell yeah. Thank you. I have tried very, very hard to become one of the most searchable content creators in short form content for Star Citizen. About a year ago, I noticed a real lack of people making informative shorts content about Star Citizen that actually showed the person's face who is teaching you about the game, not just the game and invisible voice. Like, this is the Polaris. It's a good ship for blah, blah, blah. Like, actually seeing them and hearing about the game. I noticed there was not that many out there. So I was like, I'm going to start trying to do this. So what did I do? I began a campaign of posting 3 videos a day, and I did that for 6 months without fail. And after 6 months of doing that without fail, it really began to help my numbers in a really, really big way. I'm looking for the invisible door button. There it is. Literally, you have to stand right here at the dotted line and hold the F key to get an invisible prompt to get that door to open. why one of the biggest ships in the game that is only like a year old doesn't have a freaking button that I can hit to open that door is beyond me. But if you start thinking logically about this game, about why thing A doesn't have thing B, you'll go fucking crazy. So just accept it for what it is and try to have fun. OGs can feel the truth in that statement. Hey, did you know we have a hoop now? Check this out. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Basketball. Grab a basketball right here. There we go. Let's go for a three. Let's go for a three. Up. Up. All right. I think they got to work on the arc. My guy's got to work on his form. I think my guy's form is a bit off. Then let's try again. Michael Jordan, I am not. I'm more shooting like a OG Shaq here. These free throws. That's about the extent of my basketball knowledge. Okay. Well, at least there's a basketball hoop in the Polaris. Bench him, coach. We actually have signs now on these doors. This was added a few patches ago. See, we got starboard, stern, port, and bow. So now we actually know like what way we are walking in the ship when we're in that center cargo bay, which is nice for those of us who have not memorized every aspect of the Polaris. Now, if only we had better signs in the Idris. That ship is a nightmare to get around. When did you start your Star Citizen adventure? Day one? No. Back in 2012, I looked up... Okay, back in 2013, I built my first gaming PC. I was late to PC gaming. And I did one Google search. I searched space simulation video game PC. And two things popped up. Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen. And I clicked on Star Citizen and it looked cool. And then it was like Kickstarter. And I was like, Elite Dangerous was like, buy now on Steam. And I went, Elite Dangerous. And I fell in love with Elite Dangerous for like 6-7 years straight. I did not begin playing this game until 2020, when I had been let down too many times by Elite Dangerous. That is when I began to play this game. My channel got partnered playing Elite Dangerous during the beginnings of the COVID lockdowns, and I was able to bring a large amount of my Elite Dangerous following over to this game at the same time. A lot of us were feeling frustrated with the lack of development in Elite Dangerous, and it was pretty palpable for me and easy for me to see what the space sim audience were looking for, you know? And a lot of you who made that switch from Elite to SC with me back in 2020 are still here in the chat. And honestly, that makes me feel so good about my job and about my work. So anyone in the chat with a full drum set badge that is gold or pink on Twitch, you're the OGs, and I love you for it. So thank you. The ship loadouts is not available yet. I was really hoping it would be, but it looks like they're not giving us the ship loadouts until the next update of the PTU. I don't know when that's gonna be, but yeah. I am on my way to buy a Caterpillar literally right now. Oh, everybody. This is a big moment. Look at this. Luca, Cult of Osiris, has hit 1 full year subscribed to the channel. Thank you. Thank you very, very, very much.
Luca_cult_of_Osiris has subbed for a full year. Yo,
Thank-
Ender, how you doing?
Thank you, Luca. I am doing pretty well, much better now that you've celebrated your full year on the channel. Thank you so much for that. Question on TikTok says, didn't Elite Dangerous devs put a base in the game for you? They did, yes. And they sent me this little trophy to commemorate it. It's called the Ender's Enclave. It's in the Atacapa system, and you can still go there in game. I will forever be grateful to the Frontier Development team for not only putting an actual asset in the game named after me, but for getting me on the front page of Twitch the week Odyssey came out. The week Odyssey came out, I had barely 6,000 followers on Twitch. I was barely a 90 viewer average channel, and they put me on the front page, and I streamed to 30,000 people at the same time. Only for 1 hour, but for that 1 hour, I felt like I was actually a success. And I felt like I was actually good at this job. And it really incentivized me to work harder at this job and try to make more things happen for the channel and for my life. It has been 5 years, 6 years since then. I have never streamed to anywhere close to 30,000 people again. I think my highest, Brooklyn, that's where I live. That's someone named Brooklyn. That's where I live. I've never had 30,000 viewers again. The closest I've ever been was maybe, I think when I went on the front page a few months ago, I got maybe 7,000 views, maybe 8,000, and it was still great. I mean, it was no 30, but that was when I realized that this job is just like any other job in a band or job in music. You are only ever going to be as popular as it is easy for people to find your content. Do you follow that? Like, people have to be able to find you. That's the hardest thing. When you're on the front page of the world's biggest streaming platform, people are going to click on your show. Even if they don't like what you do. They don't like joysticks. They don't like drums. They don't like this game. Like, they're going to see that and they're going to go, oh, that looks like something, and they'll click on it. And I've just been trying to get back there ever since, you know? And I think my dream is the same as everyone's dream who plays this game, is that Squadron 42 is going to bring massive audiences to this game. And a lot of us are just holding out till then. You know? We're just holding out till Squadron 42 drops. That's the fact. Thank you, Brett. Appreciate you. Gene, a former Elite Dangerous player. You're going to fit in just fine here, man. I still love Elite Dangerous. I just got bored with what they were doing. And most importantly, I didn't believe the game was going anywhere. Like, the future for Elite Dangerous looked really grim in 2021. You know? It looked grim. It's looking a little bit better over the past couple years, but I don't see significantly larger numbers of people going to Elite. All I see is the existing community who plays Elite still playing it. It seems like they're only serving their existing player base and not doing enough to incentivize new players to get into the game. And I think that's the biggest problem that Elite Dangerous has. Honestly. Any game that is a live service, MMO kind of game, needs to be really working on getting new people to play it all the time. Like No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky does an incredible job of incentivizing new players. Now, I will say that I think No Man's Sky is beginning to Fonzie Happy Days Jump the Shark a little bit. Like, did we really need Pokemon battle modes in No Man's Sky? But you know, that's okay. If you're into that, you're into that. We're going through that wormhole from the Nix system back to Stanton so we can buy a Caterpillar and try out the brand new command module. I love this question. Is there anything beyond just ship flying sound? Yeah, when you're doing other things than flying a spaceship. That's like walking into a kitchen and being like, are there more sounds than just the kitchen sounds? Yeah, when you leave the kitchen. But these sounds are great. Listen. Right? Yeah. Right. Capital ships like this take a lot longer to turn. So if you look at the bottom left of the screen, you can see this like curved line coming in. That's my ship's direction or vector. Small ships in this game have a very small vector indicator, but these larger ships have a much bigger path like that to show you where the ship is actually moving at that moment. And a ship like the Polaris is huge and needs something like that. We gotta go to the New Deal, Lorville. Who on TikTok wants to tell Deetro what game we're playing? Do you plan on playing Wing Commander or any older Chris Roberts games before Squadron 42 drops? No. Nope. Malachor, I think I missed your question. Malachor says, besides the obvious, squashing bugs and having good performance, are there any missteps Squadron 42/CIG needs to avoid at release? I mean, other than not releasing Squadron 42 at the same time as GTA 6? I can't think of any. Like, it's been so many years waiting for Squadron 42. I don't know. Maybe I'm not the right person to ask this question to. Like, maybe I have too much baggage. Like, maybe I have too many moments where my dreams were squashed, or too many times where I got let down, you know? Like, for me, Squadron 42 lives in this kind of Schrodinger's cat situation, where it's both a game that is real and done and might come out, but it's also not. It's also fake and is never going to come out. Like, and their silence on it over the last year has only added to that. Like, CIG didn't talk about Squadron at all at CitizenCon last year. They have spoke nothing on camera about Squadron for many months. Now, maybe they're trying to like build anticipation again for the project, but for those of us who never went anywhere, we're kind of like, can we have some news, please? Can we have some crumbs, please? We're hungry. Give us some crumbs. Right? Yeah. Anyone with something to add about that, I'd love to hear your thoughts. We're discussing Squadron 42 right now and not Star Citizen. Ironclad is not in the game. Not yet, at least. Peter, I only said I'm not going to play Star Citizen when I don't have the passion for it. All of my videos about the negative aspects have been when I thought it was a waste of my time and energy due to incredibly low viewer counts and me not having fun in the game. I'm trying to be more open with myself about curveballing my content to other things when I'm not currently interested in something in this game at the moment, and it's also not trending at the moment. Wise by Design, I am also worried that there's been no chatter about a Squadron 42 release date, considering that they have been telling us it'll come out in 2026. Well, that's not that many months left. Like, there are not many months left in 2026. So, are they going to try and surprise us? Is that their plan? To be like, surprise, new game. I love this comment. It says, the silence about Squadron 42 is either because they're cooking or getting cooked. It's a wise comment. I love it. RC Oscar, welcome to Star Citizen. I have so many tips for new players. Number one, join my Discord. Link is in the pinned link tree, or come to Twitch, !Discord in the chat. Find people to play with the game with. Don't take anything too seriously. Don't try to succeed at all. The goal should be to have fun and explore what's in this game, not succeed at missions.
Wolven_Finn has subbed for 13 months. Hi Ender, did you check out the Caterpillar command pod yet?
Wolven, thank you for 13 months. We are en route right now to purchase a Caterpillar so we can check out that new command module. But back to Oscar's new player question. For real though, like, do not play this game the way you play other video games. You play other video games to win, to do the thing, to succeed, to get the reward. In this game, the reward is often only your personal enjoyment or your personal experience. Many contracts will glitch out and not complete. Many aspects of the game will glitch out and you won't be able to do it. Or you'll be so confused you won't know what to do and you'll crash or explode. You'll take your helmet off when there's no oxygen and you'll suffocate and die. Like, the experience is what you should focus on to see if you even want to play this game right now. This game is not for everyone right now. It's only for the most interested and the most dedicated. So it's okay if it's not for you. Just tune into my show every few months and I'll tell you what's new in the game and what's fun. Get sad. So that's our fourth PTU crash today. Granted, it is PTU. Like, this version of the game is inherently less stable. But it's only annoying because we'd almost gotten back to Stanton to buy the ship I wanted to use for testing, and it crashed before we got there. So when I go back in game, am I going to be at Lorville and Stanton? Or am I going to be all the way back in Nix? That I can't tell you. We can only find out together. Those of you wondering about what just happened, that was me riffing on The Lonely Man, which is the song from the Lou Ferrigno Hulk series from the late 70s and 80s. I began playing piano when I was 5 years old, switched to drums when I was 12, went to Berklee School of Music. I was a full-time touring artist for the majority of my 20s. Then when I turned 30, I started focusing on being a music teacher. I spent about 10 years teaching music lessons, and now I'm a full-time streamer now. So there you go. That's a little background on me. And now you know. Joey says CIG heard him talking shit and crashed his game. Oh, that's pretty good. Panamanium says, have you seen the Melon Man licensed Star Citizen Lego sets? Not yet. Googling now. Yeah, the game crashed again. Yeah, the game crashed again. Who gives a shit? We're looking at Legos now. Oh. Want. Oh. 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 How cute would this be next to my Lego Game Boy? Huh? Yo, these are beautiful. The Corsair. The Corsair. This is the one. Oh, look at these details. Hold on. Wait. I want to blow this up. Okay. Official licensed Star Citizen Lego kits. I'm going to write this guy when the stream is done because I want to build one of these on camera. Technically, I still owe you a Lego stream, but that was years ago. No one remembers, right? Melon Man, can we build one of these on stream, please? Call me. We remember everything. So can we all, I think we can all agree, right? This PTU is pretty shit. It's crashed on me 3 or 4 times already today. Is anyone out there having a different experience with this PTU? Like, I'm not like being hyperbolic or whatever. I'm like actually wondering, like, is anyone else having a better time? Why am I getting so many crashes today? Like, what could I do? What could I do? Is there maybe should I look at my Windows updates? Like, I think there's a Windows update that it wants to do. There could be a NVIDIA GPU driver update that it wants to do. Like, I could do that. We could update the GPU and see if that's the thing that fixes it. I got baller internet. It'll be fast. I guess maybe let's do that. What does chat think? I'm behind on NVIDIA drivers. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to see if that's the fix. It couldn't hurt, could it? Maybe it does hurt. I don't know. Okay. So here we are. I also really appreciate that the new NVIDIA app does not make you log in with a profile to like get driver updates. I know you don't have to do this. I know a bunch of you are power users and you're like, oh, you're using the NVIDIA app. What a tool. It's just easier. All right. Come on. Don't at me about it. Okay. Who's playing that game Pragmata? Anybody? The game looks interesting. I have not looked at any content about it yet. It seems very Death Stranding. Every clip I've seen of the game seems like a Death Stranding kind of thing, which is not inherently bad. It's just like, you know, the internet made it sussy. What do we mean by that? This is a great time for Ask Ender Anything. So if you got a question for me, throw it at me. We can talk Star Citizen. We can talk drums. I've been a drummer for 30 years. I've toured all over the planet in a bunch of different ska and punk rock bands. We can talk about New York City. I've been living in New York for 10 years now. I love living here. I can go on and on and on about why I love the city. So what you got? Panda wants me to play Windrose. You're not the only one. I just like don't want to get involved in another really detailed MMO kind of game. Like Windrose seems to be pretty detailed, like build a house and gather materials and like I kind of don't want another game like that. You know? Should I do a PC restart after installing new GPU drivers? Anybody have an opinion on that? I live in Brooklyn, Mel. I have not tried Crimson Desert yet. It's forcing me to do a Windows update at the same time. So here we go. Update and restart. Estimated 1 minute. Okay. We will do we'll do the damn thing. Game crashed multiple times. New GPU drivers and Windows update. Just scorched earth. We do it all. This is why we use solid state drives. I've never been to Peter Luger's because I'm vegan. I've been eating plant-based for 16 years. So that steakhouse would have nothing for me. This is the beauty of a dual streaming PC setup. I am literally rebooting my main computer right now, and the stream is still running. Have I been to Duff's Bar? Many times. I don't drink anymore. I gave up drinking about 2 years ago, but when I did drink, Duff's was a regular rotation of dive bar night whenever I was in that Bushwick, Williamsburg area. Duff's is a really cool metal bar. Everything is like covered in like, what's that called? Corrugated steel. You know, the metal with all the little bumps on it. And the walls are all memorabilia from like every popular metal band for the past like 40 years. It is a staple of the metal bands who come through New York City, basically. Like, name a popular metal band that has been on tour in the past 40 years, and you can find a piece of memorabilia at Duff's. There's plenty of Kiss stuff on the walls there for sure. My machine's already loaded back up, and we are already booting back into the Star Citizen PTU environment as we speak right now. I'm going to put my AC up by another degree. I'm getting kind of hot in here. Hold on one sec. Also got my liquid lunch. We're doing that Huel Black protein and a scoop of Vega brand vegan creatine. For some reason, my Discord is just not loading. It's just that spinning guy, you know, that spinning logo just over and over again. I'll try quitting Discord and reopening it. See if that fixes it. Oh, Discord just went down, maybe. Do I know any Sun 41 songs? No. But I know their sister band, Sum 41. Speaking of drums, no drum requests yet today. Remember, exclamation request in the chat if you want to make me play any song you want. Game is loading back up. Shaders are optimizing as we speak. Senate D. Denari, whose name I for sure butchered. I'm sorry about that. They say, I'm new here. Found you through Instagram. Hey, thanks for checking out my Instagram. Quality content. Thank you. Would love to ask you what you think of the exploration gameplay. Feeling, feels, and will feel. I don't know what you mean by that last part, but what do I think about exploration gameplay in Star Citizen? Simple. It doesn't really exist beyond just like go out and look at stuff. I look forward to there being an actual exploration style of gameplay in Star Citizen, the way that we have it in Elite Dangerous, where you can scan stuff and then turn in those scans to help map parts of the planets or moons or whatever, like survey drones, and we need everything. Like, there is literally nothing in Star Citizen right now that is exploration based. And CIG has been pretty tight-lipped over the past couple years about what exploration will actually be in this game. I know there are older documents about this. We don't actually know. Oh, everyone look at this.
Superman Goldfinger.
Everybody, our first donation of the day. Thank you, Andy. Andy 1100X3D. Dropping a 20 spot for one of the best Goldfinger songs there is. Tony Hawk Pro Skater Anthem, Superman. Thank you. Let me cue that up for you. Fun fact for you, when I graduated high school, this was the official song of my graduating class. And I gave a speech at my high school graduation. No surprise there, huh? All right, let's go. Thank you, Andy. All right, so I give myself a B plus. I didn't remember all the parts, but that's the gist of it. Thank you very much, Andy, for the request for Superman by Goldfinger. And if you want any song you want played by me, exclamation request in the chat to make it happen. Yeah. All right. So we have had multiple crashes in the Star Citizen PTU environment today. And I just did a full Windows update and NVIDIA driver update and restarted my machine. So now we're going to find out if those three things help make the game run better. I don't know. We have to wait and see. It amazes me how drummers remember all of these frickin' songs. I think there's something about the intuitive nature of the drums where if you can remember the order of the parts, and if you can remember the style of the music, and if you know the style of music well, then it's just a matter of like, keep it going, you know? But I did listen to that song a lot as a teenager, like a lot. The no music on YouTube thing is absolutely a copyright issue. Yes. That's why I mute all music of any kind on YouTube. I used to keep the drums only on YouTube and not the music, and I even got content ID hits for drums only because the YouTube copy bots thought that my solo drums were songs that have only drum moments in them. This is a fact. So I just gave up. I'm still on YouTube for the game stream, but if you want the music part of it, come watch on Twitch or TikTok. So now we're back with a new update to the GPU and to the computer itself. And we're going to hop in and find out what happens. I got to get something. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. YouTube could rule the entire world of video content on the internet if they wanted to. We thought YouTube was going to become a really big player in the world of live streaming a couple years ago. Do you guys remember when a bunch of big streamers went to YouTube? Like, there was a lot. A lot of big streamers were like, hey, everybody, YouTube is the thing now. We're going to be here. This is what we're going to do. And then, like, it didn't happen, you know? Like, the only streamers who are still mainlining YouTube are the ones with contracts. Like, contracts where they get paid by YouTube to be there. Now, Kick is still doing decently well because, well, they offer the best revenue share. Like, if I wasn't so despised by the kinds of content creators that, like, are on Kick because they've been kicked off other platforms, I just don't want my peers to be so despicable. Do you know what I mean? Or uneducated. Wait, what am I doing?
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
The sad reality is I could be making like 30 to 40% more money doing the same job if I was on Kick as my main platform. I just don't want to do that. You know? And my Polaris is unknown. Damn. So much for that.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
There's a chance that we don't make it here, but I want to just see like what happens here. If I call my Gladius in.
Has been delivered to the following location.
And I go to the mission boards here. Oh, refueling missions. That's right. We have refueling missions now. My buddy Apollo was talking about this. This is new. Now, to do this, is this only for people who have the Starfarer? Is this a Starfarer only mission? I think so, right? You know what a big problem with this is? This new mission is for refueling ships. But there's nothing here about you better have one of the only ships that can refuel stuff. Like, CIG needs to start putting like bare minimum requirements on these missions as these missions get more and more specific. You know? I'm going to look at all the text here. Is there anything that says like, hey, you better have a Starfarer? It's nothing. It's nothing here. You guys know I have been a proponent for years about giving us more information on these missions. Like, example, every mercenary mission should have a red or green thing here that says location will shoot at you, weapons hostile, or location won't shoot at you, location neutral. Every one of these missions where you fly somewhere needs that. I'm not saying don't read the text. I'm just saying it would be nice to have some little things here to help speed us past the text when we don't want to read it all. You know? Now, where is the new tactical strike group thing? Is the strike groups not a mission? Ah, here it is. Ambush strike. It's got to be this. Salty Mike MK2. No, Mike's not here. He was here last month. I'm allowed to have opinions too, you know? It's not just Mike. Okay, this is just an ambush. New defense contract. I'm in Nyx. I'm just wondering where these new missions populate. You know? Does anyone out there know? Man, if CIG rep-gated these new missions in the PTU, what a joke. What a joke. Like a bad one. I'm just looking for anything that's different in here. You know? Did they give me a refueling ship? That's a good question.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
No. I did not get a Starfarer for this patch. Did not. Hold on one sec. Everyone's telling me the Caterpillar's not working right now anyway. So maybe it's not even worth trying to find the new Caterpillar. Maybe we should just try one of these new missions. Some of these missions are new. At least they're new to me. You know? Reduce Valakar breaker station population. Let's do this. This is a mission at the QV breaker station, which is where you go for the Rock Cracker event, but it's a mission there. Let's do that. That sounds interesting. All right. We're going to need some gear. Let's gear up. All right. What do we have here? Ooh, much larger icons, I think, Are these? Yeah. They made the icons larger. Sweet. I was really complaining about the tiny icons in this new update before, so that's nice. Way to go. Good job, CIG. I appreciate that a lot. It still would be nice to have a scroll here to decide how large or how small these icons are, but at least it's better than it was. And you know, that's something. I think the color is still challenging to discern here. See all the wasted space around these icons? These could be larger within the frame, but they're not. And any piece of armor with like a scarf or a cape or whatever is even smaller. Like, look at how large this chest piece is and how small this one is, because the overall shape of the armor is not standardized. Now you might say I'm being nitpicky. Well, I don't think I am. This is the kind of stuff you're going to have to interface with all the time, over and over and over again in this game. So it matters. It's important. All right. Where is the search? Now, how do I, like, let's imagine I want all of that armor. Like, I want to quickly get all of this armor, the entire set, because I have it. If we look at what I'm using right here, I'm using the Morozov. Okay, M-O-R-O. So if I go up here and type in, I put a Z, damn. Oh my God, move all? No, don't move all, move all. If I type in M-O-R-O, right? Isn't it Morozov? Moro. Moro, enter. Hey, there we go. There's the legs. There's the arms. There's the backpack. Awesome. But the helmet is not called that. The helmet is called something else. So I have to go to helmets, and I need to clear that. And then pick a helmet that I want to wear with said armor. I guess I'll go with that blacked out face one. Why not? There are many aspects of this new inventory that are better than the old inventory, for sure. But I still find the look of all of these images to be too shiny and too sharp to ascertain their details. Like, you know when the sharpness is like too high on something? That's kind of what I'm seeing here in all these images. Like, these could be a lot clearer and easier to discern the details in them. All right, let's go for some utility. Give me is this a tractor beam? Give me a tractor beam. Put that in my bag. Put that in my bag. Put that in my bag. All right. Medical. Where are... Oh, med guns are in sidearms. I disagree that the medical gun is a sidearm in this category. Shouldn't that show up here in utility medical? Wouldn't that make way more sense? I think we can all agree. The answer is yes. All right, we're done here. Let's go buy some ammo. If I want to quickly go buy ammo here at the Nix station, I don't actually know where that is.
Vehicle retrieval system.
It's not here. I've spent very little time in the Nix station or Nix system because there's not much here. It's kind of boring to me. One floor down. All right. This kind of hand pan steel drum music is interesting right here. $11 seconds. Keep waiting.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
Conspicuous objects. Okay. I've never played drums to any of the Star Citizen songs because most of them don't really lend themselves to drum set. Most of it is pretty orchestral. Not to say that I couldn't do it. Oh, I like all the chatter in here. Is this audio new? It's definitely making it feel much more alive in here. In a good way. Oh, but you know what we still have? We still have that super irritating guy that's like, want some stuff? Got stuff for sale? That guy. I can still hear him in this mix. I hate that guy. Hate that guy so much. All right, kill shot ammo, top left, choose your backpack. Then whatever you buy goes into, you guessed it, your backpack. This is a video I've made over and over and over and over again, and every time I get comments that are like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Well, there you go. Now you do. You're welcome. Can I buy more med pens here too? Yeah, I can. Cool. Carvery in the chat says that they're hearing the strike missions might be time gated. Just check for them every now and then. Oh, okay. Interesting. Thank you. I'm trying to get a Star Wars vibe like the Razor Crest. What ship should I get? I think the most Razor Crest ship for vibes is probably the Drake Cutter, although that's kind of a small ship. I think one that is maybe a little bit more appropriate, although it's a little taller, is going to be the Drake Clipper. Yeah, Drake Clipper. That's probably a better version of the Razor Crest, or rather, more similar to it. What do you think, chat? We could say Cuddy Black and Shiv as well in this category. What the? What the? NPCs. NPCs going off down here. Joey Citrus says, is there a quicker way to find the ammo that I need? Well, other than typing in the search menu, like I just did at the shop, that's probably the fastest way. I appreciate Broski Demands in the chat saying the Razor Crest is 2 stories like the Clipper, but there are multiple arguments that can be made. Thank you for being reasonable. All right? I appreciate that. Everyone always answers so hard and fast in my comments. I appreciate you being like, well, it could be this or it could be that. Thank you. I enjoyed the discussion very much.
Welcome. Vehicle retrieval system.
All right.
Welcome.
Let's take a larger ship out with us on this. Something that if we get attacked, we won't explode right away, but I could fight back a little bit if needed. I'm alone. Saber?
Your vehicle has been moved to Austin.
Where do you acquire ships in-game? You can buy them at the ship shops in-game. Or you can steal them by finding people who left their ships places. And break in and fly away. You can also rent ships. That's a unique feature that needs to always be remembered. You can just rent a ship. That's the Gladius. I want to fly the Saber. Can you keep ships that you steal? No. You can keep them for as long as you are playing in the game. And as long as your server is alive. But you cannot store that ship. Tried the game before the 4.0 patch. Is it still buggy? Oh man, you haven't played the game since 2024? The game is still buggy. Yeah.
Welcome.
But I would argue the game is significantly better than then. But then again, the word better is for you to decide, you know? Not me. Pandemanium says you need to read the leak notes. There are some wonky things coming. Oh, interesting. Quite interesting.
Your vehicle has been deployed.
We are in the 4.8 PTU. This hangar is so large because your home base or your home system hangar is always the size of your largest ship. So as I have a Polaris, I have an extra large hangar. So regardless of what ship I call here, I will use this extra large hangar. Now it looks like I don't know which version of the Saber is coming up from the ground here. On my ASAP terminal, I saw 2 Sabers listed. One is red and one is either a glitch or for a future giveaway. I don't know which one's coming up here. We're going to find out in a moment. I can't tell if that's the red ship or not. Oh, I think it is. I want the red one. I can't tell if those are red lights or if that's the red ship. I'll just fly whatever it is. I'm wasting too much time. Well, I'm not wasting time. I just waiting for the hangar pad to move up and down all the time is just like so tedious, you know? This looks like the stock one. Yeah, it is. That's fine. All I want to do is go check out this new mission.
Aegis combat assist activated. Systems green.
Advantage of having a ship with a very narrow cross section. Just go sideways and slip right through those gates. All right, let's go check out this new mission. This is reduce Valakar breaker station population. I've not done these yet. Did it actually track just now? I don't think it did. I think it did not. Okay. I don't like having to go into the contracts manager for that, but whatever. Untrack, track. Location? Location? Where's the frickin' mission location? Mission location, please. Contracts. Untrack. Track. Back to the map. Where do I go? Okay. So we are not getting a location for this mission, which means we can't do it. So abandon. Go back to offers. Go to mercenary. Same mission. Grab it. Hit track. Look at the map. And once again, no mission location. I mean, it's PTU, so who knows, but like, okay. Let's try something else. There's no way they don't give you location for this. There are too many of these other... There's a bunch of these locations. I do not believe you need to do this without a location, right? There's no way. Again, let's read this closely. It might be. It says if you have any work that's going to bring you to one of those QV breaker stations, we have something else. But if this truly is a mission that you're only meant to grab as a bonus, it should say required mission at breaker station, and there shouldn't be a track for it. I read TikTok comments. I just don't read them as much because people are mean on TikTok, to be honest. Okay, so once again, we have some like UI fails here. You know? Okay. I was really hoping. Panda says, I have the trench run mission. Oh. Oh, do you now? Are we crewed up? All right. Apollo and I are in a crew right now. Stars look cool here. I will say that. The stars look very different here in the Nix system. And that is nice. What's the largest crew you've gotten into? I think my largest group in the game, I don't know, like, we've definitely played with like 100 or so before, but that was like a while ago. Except the bombing run mission. Oh, I saw that. I didn't know what it meant. I saw that bombing run mission and I was like, oh, well, I don't have a bomber ship right now. So I just didn't even look at it. The scroll is not working sometimes here. I saw it a moment ago and now it's gone. So it looks like the bombing run mission is the new strike group mission. Is that what we're going on here? Panda says, I accepted it and then it vanished. Didn't get it. Okay. See, this is the shit that should have been in the patch notes. Like, I get so frustrated when we boot up a new version of this game that has new stuff, but the patch notes are not specific on how to get said new thing. I love Wikipedia. He does a really good job. This is not an attack on him at all. He does a great job. I'm just saying that I think in general, they should be a little bit more like, here's the new thing. Here's exactly how to get to it and do it. You know, I think that would help a lot of the confusion around these PTU patches and these experiences. Look at this massive, like, asteroid ring here. I do like this. So cool. Yeah, the Levski frame rate is atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. Is there an echo? Panamanian watching me twice. Okay. Yeah, so we're trying to get this new mission, but it's not populating for us. So damn. A lot of uncertainty right now. A lot of waiting around. A lot of, hey, is it going to work? How do we do the thing, you know? Which is not good. Baked says, what's up with the new ship loadout? Okay, I can answer that one. The new ship loadouts were supposed to be a part of the 4.8 PTU patch, but they were removed for this version of it. So right now, they're not in the game. Hopefully later on, today or tomorrow, the next patch will have the loadout system involved. And if you're like, what am I talking about? Here's the deal. Right now, when your ship explodes, whatever components around the ship come back. Shields, weapons, radar, etc. But the new plan is that you'll have to click a button to save that custom loadout of your ship, and it will cost you more Alpha UEC to get back that custom loadout version. How much more will be based on what components were in the ship when you saved. You'll do all that saving from the ASOP terminal. Now, I have not seen it in the game yet because it's not yet in the PTU patch. But as soon as it is in the game, I'll try it out so we can crunch the numbers and find out how much more this stuff is going to cost you. Go back. And go back. We are trying to find strategic bombing. I got it. Track. Go to QV extraction site. I got it. I got the new mission. Do I have a location? I have a location.
Greg Galactic gets
Hell yeah. Greg, thank you for the gifted sub. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Gift subs are a huge part of how I make things work in this job. Yesterday, we were very fortunate and had a lot of gifted subs. One of my best streams in a long time. Pandemanium saying, I need ballistic weapons to do this mission. You're kidding me. I can't do it with lasers? How can they give us a Star Wars mission where lasers are not effective?
Silib 305 activated the Prime sub.
I mean, I can get ballistic weapons on a ship. I'm just so afraid it's going to crash at any minute in the PTU again. Referral code is available while you typing exclamation cheat code in my chat. I don't like when I watch any SC streams and like plastered across the middle of their screen is like affiliate code. Because like, look, we don't make any money from that. If I'm going to spam you with something, it better be something I make money off of. Do you know what I mean? Because if I'm pushing that in your face, it just feels awkward, you know? Now, normally I would have read the mission, but I was just so excited that it finally worked, you know? So we'll go back. We will call a ship that has ballistics, maybe a wolf, you know? Yeah, maybe the wolf is the best choice. That's got... Did it freeze? It's going to crash. It's going to crash. Motherfucker. All right, whatever. I'm not going to lie, everybody. I am really starting to feel like the juice is not worth the squeeze for this PTU today. We've had multiple crashes. My interest in trying out the new thing is being overwhelmed by my irritation of disappointment in attempting to do said new thing. And this is why I don't usually do much PTU stuff, except for when there's something I'm really interested in. But I don't know if I can do it today. Anyone want to discuss this? Thoughts? Concerns? Questions? Comments? Zilev, thank you very, very much for the 2-month resub. Thank you. Yes, there is no DX12. It's all Vulcan now. Wait, Vulcan or DX11, right? I'm going to try one more time. But I won't lie, everybody. If we were at 4 hours into my stream already today, if we were at a 4-hour mark, I would have just killed the stream right there. We would have been done. But we're only at 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I need to go longer, you know. Mel, are you planning to go home and play in the PTU server when you get home from work? Because I bet the live build is working significantly better, you know? I bet the live build is okay. As okay as it could be. If you just got here, hey, we've been attempting to, oh, I'm still in the ship. I have the mission still? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Satan. Okay. All right. I'm feeling significantly better now. I still have the mission. I'm just outside the station. I'm going to go get a L-22 or L-21 Wolf because I have ballistic weapons on that thing. Then we will read the entire mission briefing for the QV extraction station. You can do exclamation PTU FAQ in my chat for a full breakdown of like what the PTU is and how we get to participate in it and use it, etc. Smoka TV, welcome back to the channel. Yeah, this PTU patch is a rough one, at least for me. I thought updating my GPU and my Windows would help. I had 3 crashes in the first hour. I updated that stuff, and I've survived another hour, but I wouldn't say it's like, I don't know if that was the solve, you know? I don't know if the update was the problem or not. Perfect landing. See you later, ship. We need ballistic weapons.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
The
system.
Wolf.
Your vehicle has been moved to your. Please visit us again.
Uncentered because I wanted to not run across the entire flight deck of the extra large pad. That was tactical, my friend. Dun, dun, dun. At least let's do it in style, you know? Let's at least be stylish here. So the save loadouts are not available yet. Apparently we're supposed to get that in the next version of the PTU. Not here yet. It was scheduled for this, but then the patch notes said it was removed. It probably wasn't ready yet. If I had to guess. I have not played WoW since before my tour last month. I like WoW, and I thought it would be really fun for me to play, but it's actually really aggressive on my hand. As a longtime drummer and piano player, I can't really play games that are too aggressive on my fingers for much more than like an hour or two. And I thought WoW would be more chill in that way, but all the right clicking really bothers my arm. And I think that is why I haven't played WoW since then. Because to be a streamer who plays a game, you have to be able to play that game for a minimum 4 hours at one time. Minimum. Wait a minute, my ship is still there? Hold on. It loaded a new ship and kept the old ship. Wait, could I call up my entire fleet and fill this pad with all my small to medium-sized ships? I think I could. The muscles involved in drumming are significantly different than the muscles involved in certain kinds of mouse clicks. Specifically, right mouse click. This finger does very little in the world of drums. Drums is mostly wrist, arms, and I would say thumb and forefinger related. Yeah, other fingers do help to move the stick, but for me, playing the drums is significantly less demanding or less intensive on my finger and tendons than playing PC games. Let's talk about this beauty of a ship, the L-21 Wolf. Look at this thing. I'm a big fan. Pandemanium's game is continuing to crash. Yeah, I've been having lots of crashes today. Lots. It's been not good.
Your adventure, courtesy of Kruger.
Not good at all.
Systems active.
Yeah, we have a pod racing ship now. That's true. It's totally true. Woo. And the fin on the bottom of the ship, if you hate it, you can actually get rid of it now by hitting this little button right there. And then the fin goes whoop, but it doesn't stay. Once I go into quantum, that fin will fly right back out, which is a bummer. So I don't want it. Apollo is here. Let's head to this breaker station before it glitches out and we lose it. I didn't see a share option on this mission. I will look again. Yeah, there's no share. Local assets have indicated that shattered blade elements are attempting to rebuild one of their stations, and Intersect is looking for a pilot to make sure that does not happen. They managed to get basic turret defenses back online, but currently only have 2 power relays activated. These will be your targets, as they cannot be destroyed by energy weapons. You will need to bring ballistic or ordnance to be effective. Reactivation of the station will allow the shattered blade to try and reclaim a foothold in the system, and we can't let that happen. Good luck. It's a trench run. And that's 25 gifted subs.
Escape H907 dropped a 25 sub bomb.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Escaper 907 is the largest sub gifter of the day by a magnitude of 24. Because we have had a couple single gifted subs today, and you just went right to 25. Hell yeah. Thank you. I know for a fact I only have this job because of the generosity of others like you. Thank you. After this mission, I will play you a song. Can you sing a song about the greatness of the Rocket Shrine? The Rocket Shrike? First of all, I don't understand what you're asking, but I'll play you any song on drums you want after this mission's done. This is my first time approaching the brand new strategic bombing trench run style mission. Oh, the Talon Shrike. Did you know that the Talon Shrike was the very first Star Citizen giveaway I ever did? Back in 2020. That was the first ship CIG ever gave me to give away on the channel. I love these clouds here. So vibey, you know? Now, I don't know what to expect here, but I should probably put my shields higher. I have no idea what to expect. Do I just dive bomb these? Am I going to get deleted? I don't know what's happening here. Whoa. Do I request dock? No. There's no way the door opens up. Okay. Alright, so that door is closed. This one is also closed. Okay, so where is the door to get into this place to start this? They changed something, and it took us 3 hours to figure it out. Yeah, Smoka, you can tell me. Do I fly through here? It looks scary. All right, I'm going to shoot through the door. Oh. Wait, can I fly through here? I'm scared. Okay, I don't think I fly through there. I'm going to the other side. I don't think it's a door. That animation was sick. Great animation there. Wait, that's the whole mission? Is that it? That's it? Okay. Okay, one done. One and done. New mission. Garage door stuck. Gotta shoot it open. Everybody, that is Von Duel space out there. That red, that's the Von Duel space. That's us. That's the game hinting at what's to come here in the Nyx system. Okay, so now we go back to the contracts and see if they gave me a follow-up. Strategic bombing. Same thing. 2 power relays. That's the same one. This is the same mission. Tactical strike group needed. That's got to be it. That's got to be the one I'm looking for, right? Contract unavailable. Yeah, someone got it too. Someone got it before me. Wait, again? Here we go. Aha. Share. All right, this is a new mission as well. Okay. We will need ballistic ordnance to break down the defenses of the station. Okay. This one we can share. Unlike the one I just took, which was a no-share.
I'll be your ops manager over here at Intersect. An anonymous source has indicated that a People's Alliance security ship has been crippled by a shattered blade station. Desperately needs your help. I've contacted their captain and told them that you're inbound with all due haste. He'll establish contact and walk you through what needs to be done when you arrive.
Okay. I don't know if this one's only available after you finish the mission I just did. But this is the Tactical Strike Group, which is listed in the PTU patch notes as the new mission. Charlie says, I'm confused to what the goal of this game is. Is it to, like, do missions, get money, etc.? This is an MMO RPG video game, ultimately. So the goal is whatever you want it to be. And the more and more systems and the more and more gameplay styles that are added out and fully completed, the more things you can choose to do in this game. For example, right now, you could choose to be a combat pilot and just take bounty hunting missions for PvE, like NPCs, or PvP against other players who are breaking the law in systems where there are rules, like Stanton, for example. You could also choose to be a miner in one of the many different mining ships and just gather materials and sell those for your own profit and to do missions. Same thing with salvage. Salvaging up other ships and collecting the materials, again, for missions and for your own profit. You can choose to be a cargo hauler and trader for yourself and also for missions to rank up through the different contracts that are available. Or you could just role play and kind of make your own character and just do whatever you want. But ultimately, the game is unfinished, and it takes a lot of self-starting from you to play the game. You're playing this game because you are bored with the current state of space simulation games on the market right now. This game is not perfect. It is very glitchy. It can be very, very awkward, but it still represents the absolute top of the line in many aspects of video gaming technology. You can't look at this game with the same lens as you would a finished game like No Man's Sky, for example, because this game is trying to do more. It's the most ambitious video game project of all time, and you have to view it with that lens. It's not for everyone right now at all. But it's for me, and if you want to learn about it, you can just watch my videos, and hopefully I'll help to show you what you can do in this game. How was that speech? Oh, it was a pretty good speech. I would say No Man's Sky is a very completed game that they keep adding more and more and more to. Jumping the shark almost every time in a cool way. I just wish that No Man's Sky was a simulation game for flying ships. It's not. That's why I don't like it very much. But then again, you have to be a maniac like me with joysticks on their desk for that to even be a thing, you know? And that's fine. All right, this is my first time at this location, the new Tactical Strike Group. Looks like I have to blow up some more of those relays, I think. The biggest map in gaming history, I mean, now that... I think Elite Dangerous is probably still, because it's technically unlimited, but it is 1-to-1 of our Milky Way galaxy in many ways. I think Elite might still have the largest technical map in the game. In any game. Exclamation bindings in the chat, Mark.
Intersect said something will be coming. My name's Captain Ennis Martell of the security vessel Tranquility. One of ours is being held hostage inside that station. But first we need help clearing out these spiders.
Okay, step 1, clear out wings of fighters. The fighter wings are spawning where? On the other side of this rock?
Contact confirmed.
Ah, there they are. Okay, there's the Tranquility. Is that a Polaris? Or an Idris? I can't tell from here. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 bogeys. Are they all in arrows? You can see the AI is doing a very bad job of flying, just flipping end over end like an absolute dummy.
Sad to see.
Someone already on TikTok was like, the AI sucks. You're not wrong. The AI in this game fluctuates from being brain dead to being SEAL Team 6 accurate. You're done. On the drop of a dime.
Contact confirmed.
So here's the Tranquility. It is an Idris. I like these extra like fire animations here. It looks very much in danger. Very disheveled. I love that. That's cool. More enemies, all right. These seem to be moving a bit more than the others. This is the kind of thing where if all these ships focused me, I'm done. You know? I'm done for. What?
Enemy ship down. I wish they'd made different choices. Shame it had to come to this. Find peace in the next life.
Oh, that's a larger ship. We got any smaller ones? Oh, wait. The homies are helping me out. Is that a Connie? Yeah, it's a Connie. We're getting some real bad desync here.
Nice work.
Really bad desync.
I think that was the last of them.
Appearing, disappearing.
Bay doors so you can rearm and refuel.
Whoa.
That's the least we can do.
Oh, they'll let us rearm on the Idris? That's cool. Wait. Where's the Idris? He just said we could rearm on it. That's awesome.
One more thing. Looks like those power relays are using some heavy shielding, so you might need to hit it with something other than energy weapons.
Very cool being able to rearm our weapons and repair right here on a ship. Request? I hit request. Not getting any indication about it.
One more thing. Looks like those power
Just gonna go
relays
for
are
it.
using some heavy shielding, so you might need to hit it with something other than energy weapons.
Sweet. Landing. Oh, I'm not getting any option to rearm. Maybe I need to like pick up and land again. Let's try again. Nope, it's broken. It's broken. So maybe this feature is supposed to work? Is not. So I don't actually get to rearm. But that'll be cool when it works.
Confirmed. Landing gear raised.
All right, so now we go back and destroy those power relays the same way we did in the last mission. Same thing we just did previously. Move in, use ballistic weapons, and shoot these doors. I'm getting hit, but I don't see the shots hitting me.
Relay destroyed. Breach.
Okay. Those turrets are shooting at me now, which is cool. They weren't shooting last time. If you just got here, this is a brand new mission in the 4.8 PTU. Tactical Strike Groups. Watching my shields. My shields are holding. Rearming. Got it.
Keep it up. Almost there.
Okay. Cool. I like the animation on those doors. I think we have two more. Oh no, more than that. There's two per side. What is there, 8 of them?
Nice job.
I like that one full clip of these machine guns is enough to take this door down. Or rather, one full capacitor, I should say. Yeah, see?
Relay taken out.
One full capacitor. That's great. There is still no instancing, so this is an open location, I'm pretty sure. Unless the devs are sneakily putting that in and not telling us.
Relay down. Nice one.
There we go. I think all the relays are down now. Oh. And now we get to do the trench run. All right, this is sick. Gate B. Here we go.
Here's an idea. Can I hire you to just piss off?
Oh,
That's all you mercs care about anyway.
this is sweet. Night vision not helpful. Night vision not helpful at all. Too bad. I love that siren. This might be the closest we'll ever get to a Star Wars trench run in Star Citizen. This is pretty exciting. It's reminding me a bit of playing The Descent, actually. Who remembers playing The Descent? Wait, do I shoot these? Do I shoot these or go through them? Unclear. I don't quite know what these are. I'm afraid to fly through that. I'm gonna go back. I think there was some more cooling units I missed. Oh, Apollo must have got them. I see an unknown thing on my left here. I think that's a cooling unit. That... Maybe? Or maybe we got them all. Okay. What do we do here? I don't know what to do here. I'm doing it!
You've any idea how long it took us to fortify this place?
Whoa. This is crazy. Uh-oh. My power plant shut down. Am I dead in the water now? I Look, am I dead? Or do I, can I repair? Power plant 100. Everything is 100. This is distortion damage. I don't know if we're game overed or what. I have no idea. While I was in there, my power plant was getting distorted for flying too slow. Okay, see, that wasn't expressly explained. Like, did it say it? Did it say it here? You need ballistic weapons. I feel like it would have been helpful to have that information here. Right there. Whether or not there was a warning across my screen. Look, do you know how excited I am to do something new in this game that was actually exciting? I wasn't going to read shit. I was actually having fun. Now you want me to read the text on the screen? Come on.
Your adventure, courtesy of Kruger Intergalactic. Systems active.
I feel like CIG needs to work on their explanation of this mission. Like, explaining precisely... Like, they know what they did. They did this to teach you by this happening to you. You know? They chose to make the lesson you lose, and then from losing you now learn. You know? That was their choice. For sure. For sure it was their choice. And now we're just a guy. I don't have my pitch and yaw controls are not working in 0G right here. There's some other weirdness going on. Like I'm moving my mouse, but I'm not moving correctly. Oh my God, EVA is broken. It's in the patch notes. The new trench run is cool. It's nice to have something exciting in the game. Sound design, amazing. Flying around the ship, doing different things. Fun. But the distortion field, killing your ship while you're in there, don't let that happen to you. It happened to me. It's game over. That happens to you. THG Turtle says, I love that. Is that a USB single button? It is. You can do exclamation big red button in the chat. I got this on Amazon, but it has not been sold on Amazon in many years. Somebody in my chat found one on AliExpress. My dream merchandise, by the way, my piece of dream merch is to build my own big red button. Like Ender's red button. That's my dream piece of merchandise. But I got to find one and I got to source it and I got to get it printed. I need to be able to move units for that kind of thing, you know? We're going to need to be more popular for that to happen. But the comedy is that was purchased by one of our viewers, Nargo from the Walkers of Sigma, a very big org out there. We found it on stream one day back in 2021, back when we used to have to backspace our characters all the time. I just linked that to the delete key. That way it is ship self-destruct and player self-destruct at the same time. Yeah, there you go. That link doesn't work on TikTok, only on Twitch. Sorry. Jake is correct. I did want to know what was going to happen when that warning made it to 100%. I was curious to know if my ship would just die completely, if I'd get to be able to repair it somehow. I feel like that distortion field that is happening inside that breaker station should disable your ship temporarily. You should be able to power the ship back up somehow. But maybe being dead in the water means you get shot by other turrets, you know? It seems like a bad move to make that just like, ship done. Get good, idiot. Because look, any game that gives you that kind of get good moment, the rest of the game needs to give you enough to make you give a shit. You know? Like in a game like this, a get good moment is like Alt F4, we're done for the day. Where if the game worked better and rewarded your gameplay, you would be incited or encouraged to go back in. You know? Now, I see it's a party mission, so your buddies have to save you, but 0G traversal is also broken in the PTU. So how are your buddies supposed to save you? It's like a damned if you do and damned if you don't situation. But if we ignore all of that, there's a lot of positives to talk about this new, very Star Wars inspired trench run. It's exciting to have a small area to fly your ship through and blow up these power relays. Other than the distortion field rendering you dead in the water, it's unfortunate that night vision is still so bad in this game because it was kind of hard to see what I was doing when I was flying through that narrow passageway, and the night vision was not helpful. There's no way for you to fly quickly through that without any kind of assisted vision. I still flicking the radar is like the most effective way to know what's in front of you. I really wish the night vision was more like the wireframe view that you get from pinging with your radar. But that's a whole different conversation. I look forward to doing this tactical strike group mission once the game is a little bit smoother around all of it. PTU is always bad. PTU is always shit. Get to know this. Be okay with it. This was just so we could like go in and look at it and see it and understand it. You know? That's all that was for. That's it. But now we're going to meet up with Apollo to try the refueling mission, which is only possible if you have a Starfarer. So we're going to try that now. Out of curiosity, how many of you in the chat have a Starfarer? No patch wipe. Still no patch wipe. If you got money, you still have it. What even is the Starfarer? It is a large refueling ship in the game. Refueling was brought into the game technically, I want to say, 2 years ago? But it has been incredibly hit or miss, as a lot of old features that get brought in and never touched again are. But there's now a mission that you can take to refuel a ship. So we're going to try that one with my buddy Apollo, who has a Starfarer.
What's up on your end?
The Starfarer is the flying brick. That trench run thing was pretty cool, though. I'm not going to lie. You know? That was cool. Everybody, say hello to Apollo. Look at this. Look at this guy. Sitting right here in his slick little car. Thanks, bro. Thank you. Hell yeah. That was pretty cool. Now, this might be one of the most confusing layouts of any of the ships in the game. It's an old ship. Somebody want to tell me what year this ship premiered in the game? It's got to be like a 2018 ship, right? And you feel the old design when you're walking around this ship. The design teams have gotten so much better over the years. So much better. Captain Apollo right there. I'll go here. I'll fly. Now let's see if I can get the mission.
Hello, how can Miss help you today?
Refueling is only one choice. Boom. Grab it. Share it out. Dee Dee from Union Wayfarers Club here. The UWC offers repair, rearming, and refueling services across the UEE. Just so happens they're on the lookout for new affiliates whose ships are fitted for refueling. If you've got the fuel pods and like it when people are pleased to see you, then the UWC might be the club for you. And if you think it might be, I've got a live beacon you might like. If you do happen to like it, a word to the wise. Make sure your fuel pods are full before you head out. A club member has run out of fuel at an asteroid mining base. I'm not sure of the details, like how they ended up out there with no go juice, but the UWC doesn't like to leave folks hanging. The client vessel will pay you at the rate of 300 alpha UEC per SCU of hydrogen and 400 alpha UEC per SCU of quantanium. As a United Wayfarer Club contractor, you also must qualify for the UWC service fee listed above upon completion. It's a straightforward run, perfect for if you want to get a feel for this kind of job. Get out there, fill up your tanks on their MISC Freelancer MIS, and get them on their way. Do enough runs like this, and the process becomes muscle memory. Until then, there's a journal entry in your Moby-Glass called Refueling Protocols that covers all the basics. There have been no reports of outlaw activity in this sector, but stay alert. I always recommend you aim for a fast turnaround. The sooner you're done, the sooner I can fix you up with another contract. UWC, always looking for new affiliates. Looking forward to working with you. Dina Deloitte, Dispatch Hub. And that's the new briefing for the full UWC refueling job. And we're going to be doing that refueling job in this, a Starfarer. Here we are.
Plenty of people out there counting on Wayfarer's help, so it's good when a new pilot joins the fray.
How'd I do reading all that, huh? I do okay? Had to read it all for you.
I'll be your main dispatcher. What do you say we get you going, huh? Clients aren't going to take care of themselves.
Take it back. That thing is ugly AF. Yeah, and it's gone. Star Citizen, ladies and gentlemen. The game that doesn't give a shit. No, they do. They care. It's just, look, this is PTU. This is the worst version. Usually. Most of us don't get to play Evocati. So this is usually the least consistent version of the game. If you boot this up, you are doing it full well knowing it's going to be a nightmare. But you'll get to see some new stuff in the game. You'll get to see new things. Look at these glasses Apollo's wearing. These are some shades. They look like they were giving MetaQuest. What? I don't know. Okay. Let's try again. Let's try again. Okay. Let's try this again. The Starfarer Gemini. That's the one with those missiles right there. I believe the other version of the Starfarer does not have those missiles. As long as there is something new and exciting to do in Star Citizen, and there are people that want to watch me do that, I will be streaming and playing this game. The moments when I'm going to play other things are when there's nothing new, and it seems like the majority of the viewers are not there. Or I have no love for it. And right now I am curious to at least try a little bit of all this new stuff. You know, there's new stuff, and I want to try it out. Now, I will not read the entire mission description again because the door's closed on me. This time, I will escape the hangar as soon as possible. Do you prefer a second stick or a space throttle? Well, if you look at the bottom of your screen, you'll see I use 2 joysticks. And if I do this for you, you can see I still have a throttle over here. I don't use it for flying. I use that throttle for mining power. Oh, I forgot to ask Apollo if he put fuel in these pods. Knowing Apollo, I bet he did, but I didn't actually ask him this question yet. Apollo, did you put fuel in these pods? Don't know. Oh, he did. Okay, cool. Because you have to physically fuel up the pods in this ship. This is a refueling ship. All of those pods down there, all 8 of those can have quantanium. I'm sorry, can have quantum fuel or hydrogen fuel. So the normal get around is hydrogen, and the go into, you know, fast travel, hyperspace, whatever, is quantum fuel. I'm not getting a mission. I'm not getting a prompt to fly there. Let's try tracking the mission again. Go back to the map. Go to the comms, or rather go to the map, not the comms. Where's my mission? All right, contracts. Share, untrack, retrack. Go back. Click location, hit route. There we go. And now we have one. Sometimes track mission will do it, other times it won't. You'll have to actually, like I just did, click it on the map. Something we've been dealing with for years. I don't think your dashboard's long enough. Oh, I know, right? One of the longest dash of any ship. Look at this thing. Like I said, CIG has gotten way better at building ships over the years, and this ship is pretty freaking old. I'm pretty sure this ship premiered in the game back in 2018. You know? They've gotten way better. I don't mind the butt ugly nature of the ship, you know? I kind of like how it... I kind of like the look of it. It reminds me a little bit of like big ships in Halo, you know? It's got a little bit of that, like it looks like it's from Halo, kind of. So I like that. I just wish it was easier to get around inside. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare getting around the inside of this ship. This game is the reason I want to game on PC. That is a great statement. There's no way you could get an experience like this on a console. At least not the kinds of consoles we have right now. You know? Playing a game with keyboard and mouse when I'm walking around, dual joysticks and button boxes when I'm flying my ships. You know? That's what PC gaming is all about. I think. Liam says, what's new in this update? We have a new mission mode in Nyx called Tactical Strike Groups, which is basically CIG's version of a Star Wars trench run. We tried that a moment ago. It was pretty cool until my ship got disabled because of the distortion fields, and I was dead in the water. Now we're trying one of the new refueling missions. The ship loadout system is not yet available in the PTU. It was supposed to, but it got cut at the last minute. I would say the PTU resilience, if you will, or usability is pretty bad. As you can see, I got up from the chair and now I can't seem to sit back down in the chair. Okay, now I can sit back down in the chair, maybe? Maybe? Or maybe not.
Hello.
Oh, hey, buddy. I don't know what's going on right now. Can you get up? Oh,
you're just walking in front of me.
Oh, I'm sitting back down now. Okay, now I'm sitting back down.
I can't get up at all.
Okay, I am back. All right, we have 2 kilometers to go until we get to this mining base, but nothing is rendering in front of me right now. Kind of scared to fly quickly. I have a feeling it's going to just like all render in.
I think we are about to crash something here.
Yeah, at the last minute, it's just...
On my screen, we are still 1.2 gigameters away.
Oh, okay.
No.
Maybe I should try to jump again? No, I can't. Okay. I'm just going to keep slowly flying kind of below this number.
Or it could even be around this time where they usually drop new patches.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something incoming.
Yeah, we're 200 meters from an asteroid mining base, but there's nothing there. Yeah, there's nothing there.
Yeah, I think we're down here. I can't even get up, so something is totally broken here.
Yeah. I guess we'll just sit here for a second and see if something changes.
Ship.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, the light kind of coming out from the left side of the ship is kind of cool. It's like a kind of a expanse happening. Like I don't know if that's supposed to be like a distant star out there, but it's got kind of a cool look to it. But yeah, I don't know what's going on.
It does look like a turtle, doesn't it?
Oh, the ship? Oh yeah, the ship is totally a turtle. Yeah, exactly. All right, hold on one sec. Okay, everybody, that's our buddy Apollo. We don't know what's going on right now. This could be the server just dying, or it could just like boom, pop right back into view any moment. We don't actually know. We don't know. Yeah. Oh. That's the ship powering down. Powering back on. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, playing the PTU is such a just like exhausting, patience destroying process. Oh, something's happening. Something's happening. Something's happening here. Space is populaing. Whoa.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Okay. Okay.
Inside an asteroid.
Okay.
Oh my God.
No. I think. Oh damn.
Oh no.
We might be inside the asteroid. I'm going to attempt to back out of said asteroid. I'm attempting to back out.
Not too bad to load in.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. This is kind of like, always do calculations before you do interstellar travel because, You could end up jumping right inside an asteroid.
We went purple.
And then we went purple. Yeah.
Go full speed.
So I have no control. And now we're floating in space with no
we have broken
EVA, no EVA control, because there's no EVA possible in the PTU. What an absolute nightmare. And my character has no head. Wow, there's just a lot happening here to unpack, everybody. Round of applause for my buddy Apollo, whose fully crewed ship was ready. Oh, look, the Cyclone survived. The car is still there. It's too bad I can't control my EVA. I could get back into the car, but yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, thank you, Apollo. Appreciate you very much.
No worries. Next time.
Okay, everybody. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but I think that's the move. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them, and I'm gonna fold them right now. Anyone unclear about what you just saw? This is the PTU, which is the most treacherous and most glitch-filled version of Star Citizen, the game that's already super glitch-filled. So, you know what you're getting into when you try to play the PTU. It's just unfortunate because a lot of people who watch this content might not know that, and they might think that I'm playing the main version of the game. It's like not the same thing. But sometimes it is. Sometimes the live build is terrible, So that's just the way it goes. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Well, because everything in Star Citizen takes forever to jump into, I don't know how much more I have in me. You know what I mean? I don't think I do. So we're going to raid Ollie43, who's probably making a YouTube video all about this PTU patch. So we're going to give him a raid, and that's what we're going to do. All right. So everybody, thank you very much for being a part of the show today. I really appreciate you taking the time to hang out with me, to ask your questions, to watch my show. And those of you who hit subscribe or gifted a sub, you mean the world to me. Thank you. That's it. I'll be done. I'm not going to be on stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to see Sepultura. It's going to be badass. Jason Recruitman's on drums. He is an absolute prodigy. If you want to see an incredible drummer, look up Jason Recruitman. Amazing. Next stream will be on Thursday. So I'll see you on Thursday. That's it for me. Remember, I love you. See you later.